She just started this job in December. She had finished up her training and she was just so excited for this new adventure.
While she waited for assistance, officials say 5 dogs broke through the fence of a nearby house and attacked.
What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome, guys, to another video. Thanks as always for tuning in, guys. And as always, let me thank you guys for tuning into another video, and for taking time out of your busy schedule to check out another video, right? And also let me remind you to like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already done so. And as always, comment, guys, comment and let me know what you guys think. I know a lot half of you are not commenting, and we would greatly appreciate the comments, you know what I mean, the likes and the comments. So some of you have been watching the videos, and I appreciate it, as I said, but I need more of you guys to comment and like the video. All right, so guys, as you saw that piece of clipping there, this Florida lady, just started this new job as a postal service agent, and she was mauled and lost her life by vicious dogs. Her name is Pamela Jane Rock. Her delivery van broke down in a rural area in Putnam County, that's here in Florida. Right? So as Rock waited for assistance, officials say dogs broke through the fence of a nearby home and started attacking her. Neighbors tried to intervene, but by the time deputies arrived, the 61-year-old had already suffered traumatic injuries and could not be saved. She had one arm amputated before she passed, and they had her other limbs in slings trying to save them. Her heart stopped twice, and her blood pressure was all over the place, Rock's niece KD Richley said. So guys, just imagine, being attacked by not one, not two, multiple vicious dogs. And we all know how these pit bulls are. Once they start attacking, it's such a difficult thing to get them to stop. You know what I mean? You literally, sometimes I've seen videos where people literally have to kill them, shoot them to get them to stop attacking. And even when they're the last breath of life leaving their bodies, they're still trying to attack. Right? She just started this job, as the lady said, in December. She had finished up her training and was just so excited, to start her new job. And this is what happened. These people that have their dogs, especially for those pit bulls, they really need to get them, even though they're probably in the yard, but these dogs can, when they really want to get out, they jump. No matter how high the fence is or the wall is, they will jump it. They break through the fence, they bite the fence and get through just to attack someone. So we have to say, let us send condolences to the family of this lady here. I know family members are saying right now, if she had known, she wouldn't have taken on that job. And we all know it's a given from a long time, where postal agents are always getting attacked by dogs. So much so that they used to have them in movies, as maybe a kind of a little fun sometimes, especially in the comedies, where they're attacking postal agents. So people need to keep their dogs in chains, and tied up or something, especially when they know postal agents are gonna be coming through to deliver mails and stuff like that. Even though in this instance, she wasn't delivering at the time. She just got broke down, or her vehicle got broke down. So it's a pity. It's such a sad thing to see. or to hear about. And you know, it was 5 dogs that attacked Miss Rock. 5 dogs. So you know, authorities are saying that the dogs will be euthanized, and depending on the evidence, the owner could face charges, and rightly so. You know, because you know, it was said that you know, neighbors were trying to assist the lady, but the owner was nowhere to be seen. You know, so we don't know what happened there. So that person definitely, you know, need to face some consequences. I mean, if you know you can't control your dogs, why having so many of them in the first place either? You know what I mean? They were negligent in the care of their animals. You know what I mean? Because these animals should never be, you know, let loose to even bite someone, moreover to kill someone. You know, and these vicious dogs were ripping the lady apart, right? And as you heard, you know, no one could stop them. So it's really sad. And guys,
attempted to intervene, but by the time deputies arrived, she'd suffered traumatic injuries. According to niece Katie Richley, she could not be saved.
She had one arm amputated before she passed, and they had her other limbs in slings trying to save them. She her heart stopped twice and her blood pressure was just all over the place.
Richley says the family is still in shock.
How did it get so far? Why were there so many dogs just able to get to her? You know, where were the owners? Why were they not locked up?
Chief Deputy Colonel Joe Wells with the Putnam County Sheriff's Office says animal control officials and officers have been called previously to the area where the attack took place. Wells says the 5 dogs who attacked Rock will be euthanized, and depending on the evidence, the owners could face charges.
They were negligent in the care of their animals. They did not just attack her. They were ripping her apart.
So guys, I don't know, but I don't know, maybe when I see one too many of certain kind of incidents happen, it seems to me like, you know, it's happening a lot. You know, well, I know definitely it's one too many. Once it's more than one, it's one too many. You know what I mean? And here we have another dog attack, and these 2 incidents happen in the same period of time, in right here in August. You know, in the late part of August here. Now, this other story here, where a Texas man was killed by dogs, or this happened around 23rd, 24th, something that we're about there, right? This man was attacked by vicious dogs, and I think this one was like seven different dogs. So let me get into this article here and see, you know, where, how many of them and what it was, what it was again. All right. So this man was 71-year-old, Freddie Garcia, right? 71-year-old. He was attacked by at least 7 dogs. This was late in July of this year, in August here, 2022. This one, you know, prompted the arrest of the owner of the dogs. He was identified as 47-year-old Samuel Cartwright. All of these dogs were pit bulls, mixed breed, but a pit bull breed. They were all captured by the authorities. Cartwright remains in custody at the Fort Bend County Jail, charged with attack of dog resulting in death. So because it was his dogs, he was charged. And the sheriff said, noted that this is a second-degree felony, and by no means anyone can stop a person cannot stop a person from having dog or any amount of dogs they want to. but you know, they need to have them, you know, locked up on leash and all of that. You know, but guys, especially when it comes to pit bulls, you know, people need to be more vigilant in the way they you know, they keep these animals, because these are some vicious animals. And I've seen, you know, and heard about stories where these dogs have killed even their owners, you know, more of a stranger passing by or something like that, right? So, you know, these people need to start facing some consequences, some real consequences, to let them understand that they can't have, you know, they can't be having these dogs and just let them loose to wreak havoc in the community and you know, tear people apart and stuff like that. You know, you have kids walking the street and all of that. Okay, so deputies believe that the man was attacked while riding his bike. They were called when a person driving home from work at 1:45 a.m. local time found the man lying on the road. The victim, who was in his late 30s, was unresponsive and had multiple dog bites. I'm sorry, he's in his 70s. As I said, he was 71. So he was pronounced dead at the scene. The man was appeared to have been dragged away from his bicycle, which was found nearby. Investigators aren't certain how many. At the time of the incident, they weren't sure how many dogs were there, right? And the people in the community have said that this area is known for, you know, packs of stray dogs, you know, terrorizing people. So, you know, this is another sad case, guys, where, you know, someone was killed by a dog. And it doesn't end there, guys, because I have another story here, you know, that of a mom, you know, who was also killed by dogs. And this time, this mom was in her own backyard, and she was killed by pit bulls that she was dog sitting. It is not a joke, guys, but you know, sometimes you have to just laugh when you hear some stories. So listen to this one, guys. A North Carolina mom has died after being attacked by 2 pit bulls that she was dog sitting at home on Thursday. And this was also this one happened in before in July. This happened in late July. So Trina Peed let the 2 dogs out of the backyard to her home in the early hours of the morning, and neighbors shortly heard her crying for help. The neighbors swiftly called 911. In calls heard by Fox 8, they can be heard telling the 911 receiver, "It's dark. All I hear is her yelling and her dogs over there attacking her. All I know is that they done drug her into the dark," they said on the call. Pete's son was asleep inside the house and woke to the sad news of his mother's passing. Her daughter expressed her upset at the news in a GoFundMe page set up to cover her funeral costs in Virginia. "Early this morning, my mom was tragically taken from us by a vicious attack from a dog. My mom has also been a true example of strength, love, and determination," wrote her daughter, Waynisha Peed. "My siblings, grandmother, family, and I are heartbroken at her sudden passing. She has endured and overcome so much, most recently losing 2 sons 2 years apart, both by tragic car accidents. By her faith, she always had a smile on her face and that could light up any room, loved to laugh, cook, enjoy life, and had a heart of gold." Pete's neighbor and friends of over 15 years spoke on the tragedy to Fox 8, saying, "It's terrible. She got mauled to death. That's terrible." According to dogsbite.org, a group that aims to reduce the number of serious dog attacks, 22 fatal dog attacks have been recorded in the U.S. so far this year. So see, guys, I know I'm not losing my head when I say it seems like it's been happening more nowadays. 22 fatal dog attacks recorded so far this year. So Dogs Bite also reports that 35 breeds were involved in 433 human deaths as a result of a fatal bite in a 13-year period. The 2018 report found that pit bulls were involved in nearly 66% of attacks. The 2 pit bulls were ultimately shot by police in an attempt to help feed. Police told media that it was the only option to stop the attack. Shots fired was heard on the traffic radio, followed by "I got one dog down, it's another one but out here. There's another one out here." So just as I said, guys, sometimes, you know, based on videos I've seen, even when they're being shot, you know, they still are in attack mode, you know, so until the last breath leave their body. Animal Services now have the surviving pit bull in quarantine. As it stands, any possible charges will come from Greenboro Police, though it's currently unconfirmed if any will be made. So, you know, guys, as I said, it's a sad case, and let's just hold these families, you know, in our prayers, and, you know, say condolences to them for their loss. And, you know, remind your friends and your families and neighbors and all of that, whoever you know that has, especially these pit bulls or any kind of vicious dogs that attack people, you know, to keep them chained up. Keep them chained up in the back of your yard or something, or lock them up in a room. You know, you can't have them biting people and killing people like that. All right. So, guys, thanks as always for tuning in, and you know, remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. And also, guys, please comment and let us know what you think. All right. Blessed love. Peace.